Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with the finale of Season 1 of the F1 Championship Edition Career Mode. Yes, we're back today here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Interlagos always should be the championship finale in Formula 1, in my personal opinion, and I'm happy that we have finally made it here. It's been a season with a lot of ups and a lot more downs and crashes, but we have learned a lot inside F1 Championship Edition. Of course, before we head into the final race of the campaign, we've got a little bit of news. Apparently, I submitted a job application down at Renault, and apparently I didn't get that job down at Renault. Probably was optimistic going for that one, but you know, it is what it is. We have still got the contract renewal offer from Midland in case we run into no offers ready for Season 2, but I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you that have stuck around right to the end of this first season. Of course, we're on a little bit of a finishing streak at the moment. We have finished the last 2 Grand Prix, which I'm rather happy with, so I feel like right towards the end of this year, we are learning a lot about the game. But yeah, heading to Sao Paulo this weekend, we need to try and have a good final result of the season. Let's just try and survive once more, and maybe, just maybe, pick up a couple of points. Of course, having a look at the championship, Schumacher, that's all locked up. We could still try and finish 10th if I had a good result over Nico Rosberg, but I think, you know, trying to cement P11 is going to be really, really important. And constructors-wise, well, Midland are back down to 9th. Unfortunately, we got jumped by Williams. A really good result could leap us all the way to P6. But there's some battles going on as well. The Honda and McLaren, just 4 points between them. But yeah, one final race. Let's go out there and showcase our talents to the world. The pit lane here, certainly in Interlagos, a whole lot more open than it is in modern Formula 1. But yeah, let's go out there and see how inaccurate Sao Paulo is. Of course, a track that has basically remained unchanged since about, what, the mid-70s, I want to say? Of course, they used to have the absolutely bonkers layout of Interlagos that went round the lake about 18 times, but yeah, that is a long cry back in the past there. But yeah, let's wait and see what we can do then around this venue. Let's obviously try and spot out all the dangerous curbs and everything like that. Immediately, I'm getting the vibe that there isn't a lot of room for error. Of course, old school circuit, so yeah, very little in the way of runoff and things like that. Oh, a big bump on the inside there as well. And that's an auto spin curb. Easy, easy, easy. This is my first lap in practice, and we've already gone for a nice spin. Looks like there's a much longer run down the hill in towards turn 4 here. Feels like where I want to brake is about 50 meters too early, but that's a very easy way to end up in a situation where I'm not slowing down into that corner. Ferradura, that's going to be lethal on the inside. Already just know that's going to catch us out once or twice throughout the weekend. Just kind of that blind apex into a little bit of grass is going to cause problems. Well, again, I think something that I've really learned in the second half of this season is just about, you know, giving the track a little bit of room. Of course, you know, the old mantra of make the circuit as wide as possible doesn't really apply inside F1 Championship Edition, as we find out there. We'll take out some bollards as well down at turn 1. But yeah, you know, with the exception of the couple of oil slicks that unfortunately I span on back in Italy and Turkey, we've actually done pretty well in the second half of this campaign. Scored points on a couple of occasions, finished quite a few races. I do feel like we've built a solid groundwork ready for Season 2. What I also love about the old Brazil, of course, was this rather, maybe potentially dangerous pit lane entry. Of course, you know, right on the racing line, but yeah, slowly times are improving. They're down into the 17s. However, this version of Interlagos definitely feels a bit longer than the one we get on modern F1 games.
Welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil, for the final qualifying session in this year's calendar. Session 1 is about to start, so let's find out who'll be making up the last 6 places on the grid.
Well, I believe the last time we went out in Q1 on this series was all the way back at the Hungaroring, and we scored points that race anyway, so we've had a pretty good qualifying spell for the most part this season. Haven't always reliably made it out of the pit lane exit though. And pace today, we should be into Q2 looking at practice times, but Q3 might be a stretch. We've still got a lot to learn in this game over the coming seasons, but you know what? I really do hope we can finish Season 1 with a bang. Maybe get a better contract offer ready for Season 2. And hopefully, yeah, kick on from there. I think this first season, you know, we'll certainly remember the high points, but there was certainly a lot to forget about as well. And as I said in the intro, a massive thank you to all of you that have stuck around with this series. Because, yeah, I'll admit that there's been a lot of rough races in the early campaign. But I really hope in the long term, you know, the early struggles will be worth the payoff. I do genuinely believe we could win a championship on this game. Oh, a little bit of traffic, though, on my first qualifying lap. We've got a Super Aguri and a Ferrari, I believe, as we'll get down the inside of the Super Aguri. Ferrari, come on. Oh, it's Felipe Massa. It's his home race. I can't get mad at him. But anyway, out of the final corner, we will go past the Brazilian. Give him a nice slipstream to start his lap. But as we come towards the end of my first run, aiming for 1:16 here. Shortest run up towards the line. And that is going to be a 1:16.3 there. Very happy with that. Well, there we go then. Having a look at our Q1 runs. David Coulthard and Christian Klein both out in their Red Bulls there, so I'm sure they're not happy with that one. But yeah, 4 seconds quicker than Christian Albers to finish off the season. I'm staggered, though, by that first run pace. Well, it looks like as we head into Q2, time's actually getting slower. Fernando Alonso. Okay, James Allen not going to give us any more than that. But yeah, Alonso now down onto a 16.4. So it hasn't been much of a pace drop. Oh, that's not ideal.
Just didn't seem to want to do as it was told.
Rosberg there is the benchmark on a 17.4. I'm hoping we can go quicker than that. Come on, Heidfeld, get out of the way. We're on a run still. BMW South. Oh, great. Thanks for that. Why? Park on the racing line. Have we got enough? Oh, I don't even know if we've got enough time to get back out there again by the end of this.
He'll be bitterly disappointed about that. In fact, I think he'd rather forget about it altogether.
We haven't got enough time.
Kimi Raikkonen. Giancarlo Fisichella.
James, stop talking. I get the idea, please. Yeah, we haven't got time to go out for another run. Heidfeld there has just screwed me right towards the end of qualifying, and it's going to be P16 on the grid, ready for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Well, big shock then at the end of Q2 there. Kimi Raikkonen unable to make it through on a 1:18.1, so times really, yeah, did get slower in Q2 there, but we line up P16 on the grid. Jacques Villeneuve, Christian Klein tied just in front of me at the end of the session, but let's get into the GP.
Don't go anywhere. We're only minutes away from the start of the Brazilian Grand Prix, coming to you live from Interlagos. They are serious about their motorsport here in Sao Paulo. They adore their heroes like Fittipaldi, Senna, Massa and Barrichello. It's another classic circuit, Interlagos, anti-clockwise, very quick, and there are several genuine overtaking opportunities. The weather is very wet here, but the forecast indicates that conditions may improve as the race goes on. Leading the field is Jarno Trulli. Jenson Button is alongside him on the front row. Felipe Massa is in third. Fourth is Rubens Barrichello. Montoya takes fifth. Giancarlo Fisichella is next to him in sixth. Michael Schumacher lines up in seventh. Fernando Alonso rounds off the top eight.
Jarno Trulli with a shock pole position then here, but for the first time ever, we've got a wet start inside F1 Championship. Jenson Button and Jarno Trulli, I'm sure, would both like to try and get a win. Okay, apparently we want to keep these tyres cold off the start. Not too sure what that's all about. But yeah, this is nervous. Our third wet race in a row. But this one might be a wet to dry affair. Just told me I can't do that.
Once the race starts, don't try weaving in the corners. You can easily cause yourself embarrassment if you get it wrong in front of all these people.
Well, a wet to dry race could be quite fun here. But yeah, we're certainly going to have to look after the fuel.
Is to finish safely. Bring the car back in one piece, please.
Yeah, that's the goal today. We want to finish the season with another finish. Would love to score some points. Would love to beat Rosberg in the championship. But first and foremost, get to the flag and showcase other teams what we're made of.
You know the drill by now. Here we go. is go, go, go!
A really long hold there off the start, but it is green flag racing here at Sao Paulo.
As does Button.
And there's already a Williams that's broken down right in front of me. That is scary.
First corner, he's followed by Button. Next is Massa.
Oh, the PS3 does not like this. I'm getting so little FPS at the moment. This is hilarious. But we've survived turn 1. We did lose a spot in all of it, but we couldn't really do a lot. It's Christian Albers now trying to have a look around my outside down the Esquido de Largo. And might be able to get it all the way around the outside there. We'll have to hang him out to dry. Tiny bit of contact with my teammate, but got to avoid curbs even more than normal then in this GP, as I just cannot see a thing at the moment. This is so scary on that one. We'll try and have a look down the inside of the Toro Rosso. Might be able to switch the Red Bull as well in towards the next corner there, as yeah, it was. Oh, come on. Clean, what you doing, man? A bit of P15 will go. Still got no idea, though. The spray on this game, yeah, is really... You don't get this in a modern F1 game at the moment, but trying to make our way out of the final corner. We have navigated lap 1 just about. A couple of bits of contact, but the car is still clean and in one piece. And I mean, even through there, that's normally just a king, because we've got oil on the surface. Another car's broken down. No, I think we're okay. I'm hoping we're okay. Otherwise, I don't... Oh, no, we got another one. We got another one. Who's that? That is Coulthard? That might have been David Coulthard. Yeah, I believe it was. Well, we consider there's been 2 mechanical failures. We didn't really gain a lot on lap 1, but this is going to be a long old race. We know the AI is super strong in the wet conditions as well, so I think early on it's just going to be about navigating. And if the track dries out, then hopefully we could be a bit quicker in the second half. We got more oil. Please don't say that's another one. Just going to try to avoid the racing line back down in towards turn 1. But no, I think that was just David Coulthard's oil.
Your tyres are reading green on the condition indicator. You should have optimum levels.
Oh, big moment there. Early on, just dipped a wheel on the grass. Luckily, oh no, we're not gathering up. We're not gathering it up. Come on. Focus. Little mistake early on, but we've already showcased that we've got good pace in the car. But we are now behind Takuma Sato and back to where we started. Well, if Martin Brundle comes on the radio saying that the track is starting to dry out, then we will certainly look to try and extend this stint as far as possible, just to see if obviously we could go straight over onto the dries and maybe leapfrog our way up the order. Sato there really trying to give me a squeeze, but we will go clean around the outside. Back into 15th place we go. I still want to believe points are possible today. No! Oh, that one corner! Seem to be really confident through it in the dry, but in the wet, just cannot get the line right. No! No! No, 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 no! Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Oh, we're just making too many mistakes early on. Too many mistakes early on in this GP. And on a track where on Saturday it looked like we had good pace, we are struggling now. Can we go back around the outside of Albers? Yes, we will.
Concentrate on staying out of trouble. Let's see how this race unfolds before pushing.
Our engineer's absolutely bang on, but we know we've got good pace in the car. Oh, and I've span again. Yep. Yep.
Massa is second. Button is third. Fourth is Fisichella. Barrichello fifth. Montoya 6th, Alonso 7th, and Schumacher is 8th.
Well, I certainly don't feel like we gained anything with that 6-second penalty, but that is F106 for you. And now we are just slowing down my teammate Christian Albers. Come on! Well, hopefully then we can try and extend this first stint a little bit longer if we need to. Great, and potentially get an undercut. Tiny bit of wing damage there, but that shouldn't cost us much at all. As finally we will navigate E-Day. And look at that, the rain has just instantly stopped. Well, I've got no idea when is going to be the right time to switch, but maybe our original lap might be the best course of action. Already got one of the Hondas pitting though. Don't know if that's Barrichello or Button. I believe that's Barrichello! E-Day, man, come on. We're not in a fight. Don't even think we are. A few more cars now starting to pit, so I don't think we're far away from the dries. Still a little bit of spray being kicked up, though, by other cars, so I think we're going to box this lap. I might try and extend one more. Well, I'm just looking at the AI. There is still a lot of spray being kicked up at the moment. I want to see whether Heidfeld's gone onto the dry tyres. We have got a little bit of spare fuel, and now I know how to select a stop. We can do. Oh, there we go. Heidfeld in again, then. So I reckon now is about the time we should box. But I'm happy to go one extra one. That's fine, Mark. He's not called Mark on this game. I don't know what it's called. I'm inside the top 8, though. That's probably the only time that's going to happen today. Teams still haven't notified me as to whether we can box or not, which is rather annoying. So we're going to have to go for one more. Yeah, I don't think they wanted us in. I think they wanted Alva's in. So we're going to have to... They've just said we can. There you go. Yep, spray's completely gone now. So we need to box. But you know what? We might... I think a lot of AI have pit twice under this window, so I don't think we've done the worst of anyone at the moment. Look how red those tyres are. They are absolutely cooked here, but as we make our way out of the final proper corner, let's just get to the pit lane then. This gives us a nice gentle final stint as well in the GP. I've got to be so careful of that wall, though. That is very, very scary.
Also third. Fourth, Michael Schumacher. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Next is Ralf Schumacher. You're seventh. Liuzzi is in eighth.
Yeah, we're not seventh for very long, but yeah, finally into our box then. Are they dry tyres going on the car? Let's try and make sure that we nail this pit stop. Go like that, go like that, go like that, and like that. 9.3 is very good going, actually. And yes, we are on dries. Beautiful. So we know we're going to the end of the GP. We know we should be pretty comfortable. But yeah, we are way down the order still. Clearly, I didn't realise how much time the pit lane took here. Oh, here we go. Heidfeld getting his elbows out with Scott's speed. No, really where I want to be in this situation. We'll go down the inside and we'll switch one and maybe two of them. Cheeky double overtake there, and that promotes us into 16th. We're seeming to be having, yeah, a very, very mixed up grid here. The Antonio Liuzzi now up inside the top 8, so Toro Rosso could be on for some points here. Could mean every team scores points this season, which would be quite a feat. But we're hoping it's not many. Alright, come on then, Sato. Round the outside, down the hill. Ugh! Give me some room, mate. Yeah, up to P15 we go, but there is a big old gap to the next car in front. Well, I'm looking on this minimap. The Antonio Liuzzi is about 15, 16 seconds ahead of me, I think. It might be slightly more. But he's probably going to be going 3-4 seconds a lap slower than me by the end of this thing. Might not be easy, but there might be a slim, slim chance of points if he holds up those other cars. It's certainly been interesting watching Felipe Massa in his first season as a Ferrari driver. What I hope is going to be more interesting is his reaction to a Midland car flying past him. I hope. Oh, here we go. Massa down the inside of, I believe it's Jacques Villeneuve. The BMW Sauber just losing a couple of spots towards the end of this race, but no, he'll get his elbows out. The 1997 Formula 1 champion will hang on for now. Unfortunately, this is going to make my life even more difficult as we try and navigate our way around these guys. Massa there thought about a move. Can we try and switch them on the exit? No, we can't. Massa just stops on the racing line. Down the inside of Jacques, we are absolutely going for it. Oh, we got oil. Someone's gone. Avoid the racing line. Don't run on the grass though, Matt. Come on. There's the oil. Oh, we just about got round it. Who has retired though late on the day? It's Trulli! From the lead of the Grand Prix. Jarno Trulli had done everything right today. But it does for us mean there's one extra chance of points, but poor Jarno and Toyota looking dead set for their first ever Formula 1 victory, and it's going to go away from them with less than 3 laps to go.
Race leader Button has just kicked off his final lap of the race. Alonso is behind him in second place.
Looks like Jensen Button's going to win. It's his final lap.
Around the outside of Clean. No, he doesn't want to give me any room. No, surely not. With 1 lap to go. Great. Christian Clean, man. Just gave me no room around the outside, and there was nothing we could do there. We were on for a top 10 to finish off the season. It might just have been a point or two, and Clean's gone, nah, Not happening, mate. You're being shown the wall.
It's been a fascinating season with all manner of twists and turns to the story. It's been a wonderful journey for me and a real privilege to cover this season for you. With all the new rules and regulations, it's been challenging at times, but I think you'll agree what we're seeing here is a firm indication that the good times are back for Formula One. So all that's left for me to say is thank you for sticking with us and goodbye from all of us here at Sao Paulo, Brazil. We'll be back next year in the spring for another season of Formula One racing. Goodbye, and as always, take care.
Well, Jenson Button then, his first win since the Monaco Grand Prix early on in the campaign, but I cannot believe that we got taken out with just a lap to go. Christian Klein, yeah, he is going to have someone to watch over his shoulder next season, because that is an absolute outrage there to finish off the campaign. But in terms then of the championship, Michael Schumacher, a 22-point lead over Giancarlo Fisichella come the end of the season there. Alonso, some critical points at the end, means he leapfrogs Montoya and Barrichello there. Schumacher gets the jump on myself and David Coulthard, so it will be P12 by the end of the season. Constructors-wise, Ferrari jump at the front there, 28 clear of Renault. Honda do manage to stay ahead of McLaren Mercedes in the end, and I believe, yeah, we will come through for 9th there. As Toro Rosso, about 1 point in the finale means they jump Aguri Honda at the end of the season there. P9 and P12, not the worst thing in the world, but not the best. But we've still got to try and find a drive for Season 2. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.